excited about the different types of music. We talked about the spirituals and how the spirituals led to the blues and how the blues led to the jazz, and they were really excited about learning. We also kind of gave them a little taste of it, but being here really brought it to reality to them.
So good morning, young ladies and young men. We are Voices Unlimited of our profession, just a group of educators and managers who just enjoy singing for the Lord. And this morning we are presenting a tribute to gospel music, and our singers are Sonia Daniel Experience. It evolved in part from songs that were sung by slaves on plantations. From the early 1600s, the development of musical expressions from African Americans emerged with indentured service using call and responses, and other innovations from the newly established black churches.
Now, when slaves were allowed to attend church, they would sit in the balcony and sing songs of the white parishioners. However, after the white church service, the slaves would sing the same songs in their own fashion. Listen as we do a song traditionally and then not so traditionally.
Actually, when we first got the memo about the festival, they were very excited, but when I got the CD, the pre-lesson and everything, this whole week we talked about each genre of music, mixed spirituals, jazz, blues, and what I did was I got on YouTube, and each day we talked about each different genre of music, and day one, we listened to spirituals, and they actually loved it because they never heard it before. It's just like church music, but they were very content and involved. After spirituals were blues, and a lot of people know about the blues, but they don't know about the blues from back in the day. So they learned about that, but what really got them excited was the jazz music because it's upbeat, up-tempo, and it started in New Orleans, so we pulled up on YouTube different types of jazz music that they got involved in, and believe it or not, music helped our kids, special needs population. Music mellows them out. So when they listened to that music, they were calm and content, and they actually enjoyed it. So that's why I thought this field trip would have been a perfect way for them to come out at least.
It was a release for many slaves to be able to express themselves freely. Now, during slavery in the United States, there were systematic efforts to de-Africanize the captive workforce. Slaves weren't allowed to speak in their native expression. They were generally converted.
Okay, we teach Alabama history, and we cover all of the different history from the beginning, but when the natives came here, but then this fell on the right moment because we're talking about black history, we're talking about all the important African Americans who were in our textbook, and for them to see it and see how it fits into our curriculum, it brought it to life to them, because when they just read it on the page, it has no meaning. But by them seeing it and hearing it from the different people who sung it, it means something to them.
The singing of the spirituals is something different, and I really think each and every one of them are joined.
That's going to be a point where I want everyone to say, you get the blues. You get the blues. All right. So there's many styles of blues music. It comes from, you have the Memphis blues, you got the Mississippi blues, the Southern blues, and you even had a guitar player named B.B. King who played the blues, and a British rocker named Eric Clapton. All right? So I'm going to tell you a few things, and I want you to say, when I point at you, I'm going to say, you get the blues. When you think of the misfortune and the betrayals and the regrets of others, you get the blues. Okay, somebody's trying to sing with us. Will you?
To view along with their students, and they really enjoyed the blues singing on the PowerPoint.
What you felt at that particular time when I was playing is, well, you tell me, how did you feel? She said she don't know. She don't know what happened. She don't know what happened. Blues often deals with personal adversities. Its music is far beyond the self-pity. The blues is about overcoming hardship, like things that you may be going through in your life.
Oh, I wasn't expecting the pre-lesson and everything because we were just going to look up different types of music that Africans endured during slavery. But when I got the CD in the mail and she told me the different types of music that this program, this event was going to focus on, we went straight to YouTube. We talked about, like she mentioned, Robert Johnson. He was a blues player, and we looked him up on YouTube and we watched his biography and we listened to his music. So it helped us a lot. It prepared us to what we're going to learn today.
But the blues come from the heart. It's a joy. Even when you're sad, there's no form of music that communicates more genuine emotion than the blues. The blues has a deep root in American history, particularly African Americans. The blues originated in the southern plantations in the 19th century.
Job of showing them how it was sung traditionally and how it fits to the African American. I know that they love it, and they also have a knowledge of what is a spiritual now, the difference between blues and the difference between jazz. And I do appreciate y'all for teaching our kids that because they brought it to life to them.